how's it going, everybody? Sinful Duck here, and I am on my way right now to go hang out with Zeromaz. So the two of us again are gonna do a little theory crafting, a little PvP, and just hang out. It's Friday night. We're gonna hang out and have a good time. We might do a little stream, so again, some of you might actually see this video being recorded live. I'm driving over there right now, and we're gonna get all set up and get to the gameplay, and we're probably gonna work on his build a little bit tonight. Mine is done. The build video is recorded. By the time you guys see this, the build video for my build will already be up. The Arsonist. It was a pretty cool name. It was actually given to me by a viewer, somebody who hangs out on the stream all the time, and probably one of the biggest supporters that the channel has, Verdict, my man Verdict. So thank you for supplying me with the name. And yeah, so I'm gonna drive now and stop talking to you guys. Don't want to get in trouble or crash or anything. So I am going to hit the road. We're gonna get to it. I'll talk to you guys again when we get there. We're here. Time to unpack. We got a monitor. We're coming fully prepared for this one. We got the backpack with all the goodies, the keyboard, mouse, all that stuff. And the most important bit, the PC. Of course, now we get here and he's not answering the door. What up? Alright, we got everything set up. You can see we're already in game. We need to do a little bit more farming, hopefully to get Zero's last piece that he needs for his build. And then once that's done, we'll dive into probably figuring out his skills a little bit, and then just raging on dudes. Neither one of us got the item that he needed through all the bosses, so the grind continues.
What kind of bleed build am I running? What's it doing? How does it work? Basically, I wanted to start with a totally unresistible build, so I decided bleed and oblivion damage would be a good way to go. So that way I could totally bypass penetration completely, and I wouldn't have to worry about that. And being a stamina Nightblade, bubbles really pissed me off. They were extremely difficult to deal with against good players. I know 100 points is probably not the best thing. I mean, you could drop this down to just over 24%, so 81 points into there and boost this guy back up. But basically, the reason why I have 120 points in here is because I want Tactician.
I'm not sure if you guys can actually see it or not, so let me show you what he's actually looking at there. So you got 81 shattering blows, and what was it, 39 in
Yep.
Yeah, in Mastered Arms. So that's what he's messing with
to get this,
and just to get that one. So
buffed up Thaumaturge, 56 points into there. It'll give you 20% extra damage. Mighty will increase your physical, poison, disease damage. You guys already know all this stuff. But so if you put 75 points into the ritual, you get the 10% extra damage for people who are off balance, right? And that works really well with Tactician and the Atronach. So here you got the 20% booster, here you got 10, and you could add an additional 10 right there. So it's 40% increased bleed damage.
And then when this hacker roll dodges and cloaks, he gets the 10% bonus for being off balance and 100% crit on every tick. I still don't know why it works that way. I hate that.
Yes. Shadowy Disguise, once you use that and you have the bleeds on somebody, you'll crit every time. It's amazing. So, as far as my abilities go, what I plan on using right now is, on my dual wheel bar, we're going to be doing dual wheel two-hand. Dual wheel bar, I got the quick cloak, just for the speed, the movement, and it's really great against AoEs, especially like AoE alts. Blood Craze, you could use the other morph if you want, but this also procs my Troll King. That's one of my bleeds that I have going on here. Surprise Attack, I think you could probably swap this out for whatever you want, but it is a melee attack, and because it's a melee attack and I'm using dual axes, it has a chance to proc the Twin Blade and Blunt bleed, which is pretty huge. I'm thinking about putting Werewolf on the front bar. Werewolf Berserker has an awesome bleed too, so I don't know, we'll see. Carve. This is another bleed for the two-hand, and this morph will give me minor heroism, so I'll be gaining ultimate. Damage really isn't that big of a deal on the abilities, because you don't have any pen, right? So you're just going off all bleed and oblivion damage. My two-hand bar, I plan on going decisive as well. I'm trying to get as much ultimate as I can, as fast as I can. I got minor heroism here, which is ticking on its own timer. Then from my light attacks, I got ultimate ticking from there. And decisive will give you a chance to gain ultimate when you gain ultimate. So I have way more chance of getting ultimate with decisive with this ability and my light attacks.
I also got the question about, for this build, what bleeds do you use?
I got the Blood Craze bleed, I have the Carve bleed, Twin Blade and Blunt, and that also stacks with the two-hand bleed, heavy weapons.
So with abilities and passives, we've got 4 different bleeds that he can put on people.
A lot of damage boosters with it.
Yeah, and the bleeds are all unresistible. You don't need pen. So we just went through and added up all of Zeromaz's damage boosters, and that includes status effects, CP, everything. Those bleeds, the damage will be increased by, what was it, 135%? 135!
135.
God! This build is going to be devastating. We got the stream set up, and we reorganized his desk a little bit. So he's got the dual monitor thing going on right now. Gameplay on one, the stream on the other. So hopefully, since we just got it going, I just posted it to Facebook. Hopefully some of you guys will come watch. For those of you who want to watch, but you didn't know we were doing it, follow my Facebook page. I post these streams on there all the time. I stream from my channel, and I stream with Zeromaz here from his channel. So yeah, make sure you follow that so that you know when I'm streaming from one or the other.
Oh my god!
My set hasn't gone off yet.
Oh my...
Now it did. Dude, you got a Flame Blossom, Charged Weapon, and Soul Harvest all at once. I'm thinking about race changing right now. So, I've been a Breton since the beta. I've been a Breton forever. And because of the types of builds that I'm running and the way that things are calculated in the game, I'm really thinking about getting rid of Breton and going with High Elf. And this guy suggested that maybe we should also look at the Dark Elf. Breton only gets a 3% cost reduction, and with the way everything is calculated, 3% comes out to basically nothing. It's completely worthless.
By the way, I did a little face for my boy Calvary. Shout out.
Cavalry.
And then you got Frostfire Shock. 4%.
Does it stay at 4? I think it's higher than that. I'm feeling like it's higher than that for some reason.
I don't think so. I think it used to be. But this is also going to increase your shock enchant.
Shock enchant and my fire enchant.
Oh, you
I
got
got both.
fire as well. Yeah, okay,
I
great.
got both.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the Dark Elf, which is somewhere around here. There we go. Okay. Max Mag and Max Stamp, 6%.
So you do get some Max Magicka.
That's 9% right there.
Ooh, so same.
Right?
Good.
Flame resistant. So if you
do go vamp,
feel frisky.
So if you do go vamp, you're safe.
You
All
get
right,
it
I
on
like
death
that
as well. Okay.
I like it.
Bam. That's pretty impressive, especially
Flame damage.
considering that you're using Le Flame Blossom. That's
Even
pretty
if
good sword.
flame damage 7%, that'll increase Flame Blossom. It'll increase the Flame Enchant. Light
Even though
attacks.
you have 2% more damage, I think it's 2, right? 4% on High Elf. So even though you have 2% more damage on the shock, if you have more damage on the flame, it's going to be more of a burst type.
If I'm going to race change, I want to make sure it's going to work with multiple builds. If I'm running my flamethrower build, that's should be good because we're running a lot of flame damage there. Arsonist build, this should do well because Flame Blossom, Fire Enchant. And if we're running Elementalist, it should do well because it's going to buff up Grofdar.
Valid point.
But
And-
High Elf is going to buff up Shock Enchants. It's going to buff up Overwhelming.
So does this, but you're also getting 6% more stamp, and you're only off by 1% on your Magicka, which is, I mean, how much Magicka do you have? And in Flame Resistance, you're going to be able to, you know,
Counter a lot of DKs.
undoubtedly.
Damn it, I hate when this guy is right. I wanted High Elf. He's making me see reason, and I think we're going to go Dark Elf. Alright, I think we might have to go Dark Elf. This is it, guys. The race change is here. Dark Elf, and not Breton. It hurts. I'm losing my Breton. I've been Breton for so long. It's done. Character changes successfully. Goodbye. Goodbye, Sinful Duck. You've been great. You've been great, but you've been upgraded. This delve.
That delve though?
This delve, though.
What it is?
Okay, so as a Breton, we were at like 11.8, or I'm sorry, 10.8. Now we're over 12,000 on the Flame Blossom. All right, so I'm on the Flamethrower build now as a Dark Elf, Scoria. Oh my God,
What is it, dude?
they're gonna know before you.
What? What is it?
All right, we're on the new Arsonist build right now. We're gonna check the enchant damage. Oh! Don't be a vamp and fight me right now.
Bro,
Fire enchant. 6700.
6700 on
6700. It's 6400 unbuffed. Ooh, this is gonna be fun, guys. This is gonna be real fun. So we just changed from Breton to Dark Elf. The cost reduction is what I was worried about. And the cost reduction right now, it changed by 30 points. 30 Magicka. That's how much cost reduction we were getting for being a Breton. Breton, you've been wonderful. You've owned lots and lots of dudes. Farewell.
Alright. Welcome to the House of Pain.
So we've been here for a while. Zero and I are finally getting out into some Imperial City PvP. We've made some changes to this build. We've made some changes to Zero's. We have another change to Zero's build that we're in the process of doing, but we've got to get some items.
The most OP item in the game right now.
So you guys will see that in the next video. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below. Let me know what we can do to make any of this more enjoyable for you guys, or just let me know if you're having fun with this. And subscribe for more. And until next time, guys, take it easy. We have a new idea. You're probably gonna have to wait till the next video to find out exactly what this is, but damn, I recorded the build video already for the arsonist. I'm gonna have to re-record it because it's gonna change. This is it right here.